Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Jaime Cervetta. On this podcast, we celebrate everything local, especially our local businesses. And today we're going to be talking to a woman who's been doing local before it was even cool. 34 years for Two Plates Full. This is Terri Weisz. Terri, hi.
Hi, Jaime. How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about Two Plates Full. If folks have not heard of you, you are over there at Scottsdale and Shea, over by Ernie's. And tell me about what we find inside your store.
We have functional art, gifts, and accessories. I also have, there's clothing. There's chocolates now because we've redone the store. And so we have a lot of local stuff. We have ceramics. We have fused glass. We have furniture. We have books.
Just you name it. We can find it. A lot of practical fun things. So I think of Hostess.
Yes.
If I were serving chips and salsa, you would have a very interesting chips and salsa dish.
Yes,
for me.
We do. Yes, I would. And some interesting serving spoons and forks to go with it.
Yeah. So get ready to have a giggle when you come inside Terri's shop.
Exactly. We have also greeting cards, and we have our adult-only greeting cards and our regular ones, but you can usually hear people laughing as they read them.
Yeah.
Because we pick every one individually. So,
in 34 years, female-owned business in Scottsdale. So 34 years ago, you started your own business. Tell me it was a very interesting time in your life when this happened.
Yeah. I was pregnant with my second, who is now 35. Mm-hmm. And my ex-husband left. That's a long story, of course. But I needed to work. So while I was pregnant, I got a job at a store. Oh, God, I can't even remember the name. Perfect Solutions.
Oh, there you go.
And they had all kinds of, perfect solutions to put stuff in and organizing and all that. And then I told them that, after I had the baby, I was thinking of opening my own business, and they fired me. I've never been fired before.
That would be illegal now.
Yes, it would, because they were afraid I'd take their customers, even though I said I was going to be a kitchen store, because that's how I started, as a kitchen store.
Wow.
There was only one other kitchen store in town 34 years ago, and that was Table Talk, and who isn't around anymore. But I used to do catering, and I liked to entertain, so I figured we needed something to fulfill all those needs.
Yeah, and like you said, 34 years ago in Phoenix, Scottsdale, there weren't some of those niche stores.
No.
So that's why they must have been so mad, Terri. You must have been so good with your customers that they were threatened. But to our benefit that you went and opened your own business and still thriving 34 years later.
I'm amazed, yes.
And you've been in several locations around the valley. So tell people where you are, because for our valley natives, they'll be like, I think I remember. Is it Borgata? They'll wonder.
Yeah, so right now we are at 10337 North Scottsdale Road, so where Ernie's is, and the gun store. Between Ernie's and the gun store.
Oh, perfect.
On the south,
Get
the
some
south
kitchen stuff.
Yeah, and then you're safe, and your husband can go over to the gun store while you're shopping with us. But there's all kinds of neat little fun places in there. And but I started at 7000 Shea. Artifacts used to be there. Paris Optique was there. And then I moved to the Seville at Indian Bend in Scottsdale. And then when Gainey opened, I figured, I better get in there, before somebody else does.
Yes.
And then they invited me, the owners of Gainey invited me to go to the Borgata, which I loved. We loved the Borgata. It was so much fun, and it's so sad it's not here. But then when everybody had to leave the Borgata because they tore half of it down, I went back to Gainey for a bit, and then I finally purchased my own little condo store where I am now. So that really helped me get through COVID, was not having that huge overhead.
Because you own that space.
Yes.
You've been in that space for how long?
7 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun.
It does. And I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I went and visited you for a local love.
You did, yeah.
But it must have been about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
my goodness.
way before COVID, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you own the space. So what would you tell a business owner about making that move when you're ready to, or if that opportunity comes, to buy into that space?
do it. If you can afford, I mean, prices right now are pretty high on everything. But if you can find a space, you're paying that price anyways. So why not pay it for your own good? And then if I ever decided to, the bad word, retire.
Oh, nah, it's a good word.
I know. Then, I could rent the space out.
Right.
So it's been really good. I wish I had done it a long time ago.
Okay. All right. That's a good move. When you first started your business, how did you move out on your own? How did you break out on your own?
Oh, gosh. You know what? My parents helped me. My dad made me write my own little plan. So I went and got the books and read how to start a business, and I wrote my business plan out, and he was impressed. And I got a loan, and they were behind me. They helped behind me. And the first day I got the key to the first store, I thought I was going to die. It was like, okay, now it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you got to fill it.
Yes. Well, that was the easiest part. Yeah. Filling it was the easy part. But yeah, it was very scary to do. I did it because I wanted to have time to be with my kids, go to their sports games and pick them up from school and stuff. And I figured this way I can keep my hours, kind of what I want to do. And it really helped.
Now, most people don't think I want to spend more time with my family, so I'm going to buy a business. Because most people I talk to say, oh, we're working all the time now. So you had just had a newborn, you had 2 kids, you were a single mom, and now you're a business owner.
Yes.
How did you balance all that?
I ran around like a crazy person all the time. I was always late to everything. Now my daughter, she's always early to everything. But it wasn't easy. I had really good employees, some of whom one of my employees worked for me the 3rd month I was open. I had to go somewhere, and the employee I had decided I didn't want to do it. So she came in, I interviewed her, and I gave her the keys. And I said, okay, tomorrow I have to leave. I'll be back in 4 days. It's real easy. Write everything down. Call me if you have a problem. And so it's been very hectic. But I was the sole parent of 2 kids, and I wanted to be there for most of it.
And manage your hours.
Yeah, I worked 7 days a week to start. But I was able to have somebody there so I could run to this or run to that.
And the kids were in the shop a lot with you.
The kids grew up in the shop. Yeah, my daughter always came in and liked to sit and count the change in the drawer.
Yes. Is she an accountant now?
No, she's a pastry chef.
Ooh, well, creative. I love it.
Yeah, and my son, he used to glue quarters down on the floor, hoping that customers would try to pick them up, and then he'd wait and see. He also built tunnels out in front of the store at the Seville. We had boxes, so we unpacked boxes in front of the store, and he would build tunnels.
Oh, my gosh.
And, I'm so sad we didn't have those camera phones back then.
I know.
I don't have any of those pictures.
I can see it in my head, though. You describe it so well. And I remember trying to pick up a quarter at your place. It was glued down,
Yes,
so that trick
was.
still works.
It's probably still there in that old store. I don't know.
Oh, that's so funny. Tell me about your kids. Where are they now?
Well, my son is regional manager for Steak 44.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's been really good. He was a general manager there. I think he was like 30 years old. So he started out in the hotel or the bar business as a bar back.
Yeah.
And he's really, even when he was younger, when he was like in 5th grade, he'd ride his bike to this local bagel place, and they'd let him clean the windows and the floors, and they'd pay him in bagels.
Oh, perfect
so
pay.
he did that Yes, he did that 3 times a week. He would ride his bike before school even started.
Wow.
So he started. Yeah, so he got up and he was manager of Chop Shop, and somebody saw him. So he's doing really good, and now he's about to get married.
Aww.
Last one to get married. So
That's wonderful.
It is. It's great.
And your daughter, where is she?
My daughter, she now has twins that are 4 years old. They just turned 4, and she has a stepdaughter that's 12. So the twins keep her really busy.
Yeah.
She works at their preschool, and she's teaching gardening
Oh my gosh.
to the kids. So they have a little garden right at the preschool.
And I bet they have the best cupcakes.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
She brings the best treats.
The teachers say the kids have the best lunches because she
Oh.
loves to cook and she puts these wonderful lunches. But they've grown huge watermelon and just it's been really good and these are preschoolers.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I love about local businesses is that then you're raising a family that goes out and raises another Arizona family and goes into business here in the Valley and builds our community up. And everyone stayed here in town.
Everybody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only two, so luckily they did. We're really close since we were, my ex was not in the picture at all, so we're a really close family.
Yeah.
And my daughter wants to open up a bakery.
Oh.
She had a wholesale bakery for a while. Then she went and worked in different restaurants, and so once the kids are a little bit older, she's going to get back into it.
Awesome. And you brought a couple of your friends into the business, into the store with you.
did.
Tell me about the changes over there at Two Plates
Oh
Full.
my gosh. So I wanted, every so often you just got to change it up.
Yeah.
You get tired of the same old thing. You got to change it up. You got to get the customers a little confused where things are.
Create a little chaos.
Yeah, create a little chaos. So one of my friends, Terri Davis Bolt, she started her business, which was QQF, a clothing store, the same time I started mine.
Oh.
So I was in 7,000 Shea, and she was next door in Agua Caliente.
Oh, yes.
And so when we moved into this place, she said she had moved back from Vegas, and she said, I've got all these clothes. And I said, why don't you come in and rent a little space and sell clothes? It'd be great. So she has. She's been with me for 6 years. And then Bobby, who owns Seven Sisters Chocolates now, it's Six Sisters and me, Sweet Shop.
Oh.
We grew up together
Oh, wow.
back in Chicago.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and she moved out here a long time before I did, but she was doing some other things. She had her chocolate shop. She sold it. And then she was doing her other things. And she said, yeah, I'd love to do my chocolates again. I go, well, why don't you just bring some in here and we'll sell them in here. So we're redoing the whole store.
Yeah.
It looks great. It's opened up a little bit. So, of course, then I go down to little bitty space.
Yeah.
But I still stuff it with lots of stuff.
Oh, we know you do.
Yes, yes.
How much fun is it working with friends from going from it was so independent, everything was on you, to having other people in the store with you, other hands to help?
It's actually great. I had an employee. Most of my employees have stayed with me forever. So Linda who worked for me the 4th month I was open. She's been working with me now still, not as much, but and then I've had other employees that have been there 20 years, 15 years, really good employees.
How wonderful.
And but it's been great with these two because we're all ADD.
Oh, tell me more.
One's a little more ADD than the other. So it's kind of like crazy. It's kind of like a sitcom.
Oh.
We even thought of putting a camera up so people could watch us because
wow.
it's just Terri. The other girl's name is Terri.
Yes, Terri, and is it Bobby?
Terri and Bobby, yes.
Terri.
And Terry's just, all over and friendly and talking and doing stuff. And she has ice cream in the freezer for people and chocolate in the, in the refrigerator, and invites people over if she's having lunch. Here, you want to have some lunch?
Oh, my gosh, I love it.
And then Bobby, I just love working with Bobby. I haven't been, done that much with her in so long. And it's just fun. And I go out of town to Prescott because my husband's retired and he's up there. And I can really depend on everybody. Because they're just great.
Yeah.
And they're great with people. And it's just welcoming. And, some of our people come in just to say hi, not even to buy anything. Just come in and say hi. You can have something to drink, an ice cream. We give the UPS man comes in for ice cream. Yeah.
But that's what creates community and why you love where you live so much, when you know your neighbors who are doing business.
Yes, exactly.
And you could go in and, I'm had a rough day. I'm at the corner of Shea and Scottsdale. I'm going to just turn in. I know Terry's going to be there. She's probably going to give me a piece of candy and a hug and change my day.
And a laugh, and get you some laughter, because we're always laughing because we just do stupid things sometimes, and it's just fun.
Yeah,
So
fun
it's,
things.
yeah, it's really fun.
We have to say hi to some of your friends up north, right?
Oh, yeah.
At the office?
The people at the office. It's a bar up north in Prescott, and it's kind of like a Cheers bar. So my husband's also Terry. So there's Terry,
your husband,
and Terry the postman,
and Terry your colleague at the shop.
and Terry my colleague
Oh
at
my
the
gosh,
shop.
okay.
Yes. So everybody, it's kind of like your local bar, Cheers bar. And so when the girls found out I was coming down to do the interview with you, oh my gosh, they were so excited.
Oh,
Yeah.
yay.
So Shannon was the most excited. She just loves you.
Well, hi, Shannon.
Hi, yeah, I'll bring you a sticker, Shannon.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get you a sticker. Brad Denny, our awesome podcast master over here, made some stickers for me.
It's
so-
great. It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
super fun.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, and I forgot, we're going to be doing chocolate classes.
Oh, tell me about this.
We're going to do classes as soon as it gets cooler out. We're going to have some in the store, but out in the back, we have a whole back area, and we're going to do some classes. Bobby's going to teach chocolates and candy making and just all kinds of stuff. And then I think we're eventually going to have artists come and teach mosaics. And I've been wanting to do that forever.
Oh, wow.
And I think with the help of my friends, we can get that going. So
do some more workshop type
yes,
things.
yes,
People
more
love
fun.
'em.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah, I love them.
Yeah, me too. It's a fun way to be a creative for a day. Have you provide me with supplies. I give you $30, $40 rather
Exactly.
than me trying to wander around the hobby store trying to figure out what I'm going to do, what crafty thing I want to do for myself. So it helps
Yeah.
to be guided in that way.
And you keep your mind. It keeps your mind off of other stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever I get so stressed out, I just go back in the stock room and do something like buy more inventory.
Oh, really?
Or-
Oh, yes, shopping for a cause. I mean, it's for the store.
Yes.
It's for the store.
But at least it gets
Yeah.
it gets my mind
Yeah.
off of sometimes other things.
Yeah. On this podcast, I like to ask about the jump. For people who are listening, they want to be a Arizona local business as well. What would you tell people about making that jump, leaving that other job, and going out on your own?
Well, it's scary. I mean, any new venture is scary. If it's really something you love, if you've been able to maybe do a little bit of it out of your house first to make sure that that's going to work, or talk to other business people, I'd just do it. I mean, it's a crazy time in life right now. So, but I've been doing it. I was only going to do it till my kids went to college or got out of college, and now it's 34 years later, and I'm still doing it. So I love it. I mean, I've been known as Terry Two Plates all my life.
And so what does 2 plates full mean?
Well, we started to try to find names, and every time I found a name, it was going to be Plate and Platter, and somebody else had it.
Oh.
And then it was going to be Kiss My Glass.
Oh, okay.
And
I
then
like
my
it.
dad said, no, you can't do that because then somebody's going to take the L and the G and, make them so it'll be Kiss My
Okay. Beep.
Arse. Yeah. And so when I was in San Francisco at a gift show, I went to 2 bags full. It was a knitting shop. It was 2 bags full, maybe. Yeah. And I thought, okay, 2 plates full.
perfect.
Nobody's going to have that name. And nobody did. So, and it was a kitchen store when we started out.
Yeah.
So it's just become pretty well known. I have customers all over the U.S.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
I have an email that I send out once in a blue moon, and I do jokes and recipes. Sometimes my daughter gives me recipes, but people always come in and go, "Who writes that email?" Because it's just like how I talk. It's blah 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 blah.
And you love the connection with the people.
I
Even
do.
through COVID, you were on the gram all the time. You were going live on Facebook. You were keeping that open communication.
I did. Even, and then even when I'd go up, in the summer for Prescott, I would do some in the woods. I'd be sitting in the woods and I'd be talking to everybody. So it was really good. I kept doing them. I think I did them every week.
Yeah.
So you could tune in. Now, I've gotten, I did one today on
Oh, you did?
Instagram.
Okay, very nice.
Yes. So that was my first one. It was interesting because
On the
I
gram.
can never see the little buttons,
Yeah.
to push it to turn.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But it turned out pretty good, I think. So,
Okay, good.
but they can always find us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 plates full.
Yep.
we have to talk about your celebration because 34 years, aren't you going to have some kind of party?
We're going to have a party for our kind of a reopening with everything. So in November, we haven't picked a date yet because we're always last minute. At least I am. And we're going to have a party so everybody, all our customers can come in. We'll have chocolate. We'll have food. One time, my daughter even baked me a big cake. I think it was my first 10 years. And we might have some live music, some people I know. So it's going to be sometime in November. You can get on our email list or come in the store, and we'll just let you know. It'll be on Facebook. So, yeah.
And if people are looking for holiday gifts and you don't know what to get someone, you've got that one person on the list, just walk into your store. Something will make you laugh. Something that'll make you giggle. Something will be useful. I think you can find something for that person who has everything.
We do. Yeah. And actually, I brought along one of our top-selling things. These are luminaries. It's kind of a plastic, hard plastic, and it folds, and then you open it up, you put water in it, and then you take an LED light and you put the light in.
Okay, so
nobody can see.
So some people listen, but some people watch.
Yes.
So
and the light goes on as soon as it hits the water.
So it's almost like you have a standing Ziploc bag that's been painted beautifully. It's filled with a little water, and then that little floating candle is not a flame.
No, it's a floating candle.
But it's activated by the water?
By the water. And then when you take it out, it turns off.
How cool is that?
How cool is that?
So for that person in your life who keeps leaving that candle on and you're worried about them.
Exactly.
This is the gift. You have been, your right to have flames, open flame in your home has been revoked, and I give you the luminary lanterns.
Yes, and they're great for outside.
Yeah.
And there's 4 to a pack. So you get 4 bags and 4 of the little lights. And so you could even take those out and give them, like if you're having people over, give each one. So and we have all different colors, and we have holidays and Hanukkah and Christmas. Yeah, they're really fun.
They're cute. All right, well, while we're talking about the things you have, let's talk about this book. What is this book?
This book is by an artist up in Prescott.
It is called
The Wild Hat. See, I have to take my glasses off so I can read upside down. So Carolyn, she does photography. And she just does, and then she does these
wildflowers
photos, and on the computer, mountain lion with flowers. It's all Arizona animals.
Oh, what's this little guy called? He's the one the ringtail. The ringtail cat. So cute.
And then, so she puts them in cactus, and she has prints that she does. And we also have gift cards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's her stuff. And I mean, they're just gorgeous.
Yeah, very pretty.
So we have that. Sue Goldsand, who does all our displays in the store, who I've known for probably 20-something years. She does fused glass. So she takes 3 layers of glass, different colors, and fuses it in a kiln, and then she slumps it, which means she can make it into a bowl. But it's gorgeous. These are beautiful pieces. They're heavy. They're really popular. And then Rick Rowley is a gentleman that is out of Sedona now. He was here before, but anyways, doesn't matter. He does cactus plates.
Oh, cool.
So this looks like a
little barrel cactus?
Little barrel cactus with a little flower on the top. And then he also does hearts. And they come in all different colors, all different sizes. They're
sparkly.
All dishwasher, and you can use them to serve food on.
Oh.
And they're really fun.
Okay, I was going to put my jewelry here, but
you
I
can put your jewelry there too.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. You love doing these jeans. You personalize these jeans, and what fun you have with them. Because
I do.
If people haven't realized this yet, you're a saucy one. You like to have fun, and you like to let people know.
I do.
So you can't miss it when you're walking down the street.
No.
In these jeans. So what you've done is you have some patches of red fabric and what they're stitched to the jean.
I've cut out the letters by hand, and then I stitched those to the jeans or to the patches. So this is all from T-shirts.
Oh, okay.
So T-shirts. My husband doesn't wear T-shirts. I find at the dollar store, whatever, secondhand store. So I stitch them on, and then I hand stitch them onto the jean itself.
Wow.
So I like to make different words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one says, "Why fit in?" when you were born to stand out.
So true.
And it goes all the way down the left leg, and then it has stars on it. And I just do all different kinds of fun sayings. I have those flannel shirts that I like to do, and it has a thing of a chicken that said, "In my mind, I pecked you, 3 times." And at the bottom, I put in there, "Bad chickens lay deviled eggs."
Oh my! Oh
so
goodness!
I just
So
like
that's on
to
the
do
flannel
fun.
shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get it, right? You guys get it. You walk into Terri Two Plates place, 2 plates full, and you're gonna get a good giggle. What are you loving in Arizona right now? Is there something you're reading, something you're eating, something you're enjoying?
I just enjoy in Prescott. I sit and listen to the wind, because we're in the woods and it's full of pines, and I just love to sit there and listen to the wind.
Yeah.
It's my dogs sit and I do that, and we watch the sun come up, and it's just that and my grandchildren,
Yeah.
because I never had as much time with my own kids,
Mm-hmm.
and being with my grandchildren is just so cool.
Yeah, I bet.
So cool, yeah.
Well, congratulations on 34 years
I know,
in the
34.
Valley. That's such a big deal.
I started when I was 10.
We believe you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And we're going to stay tuned to find out how you're going to celebrate, because, of course, we want to be part of that
We
celebration.
will let you know, yeah.
Terri, thank you.
Oh, Jamie, thank you so much. Always nice to be with you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for listening to Jamie's Local Love, the podcast. I'm your host, Jamie Soretta. Our technician is Tom Heidinger. Our editors are Lorraine Shearing and Gina Coy.
Jamie's Local Love, an Arizona's Family Originals podcast.